Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a good start to the week. I wanted to come in here today and briefly recap what we talked about last week, which was the different steps, the different milestones on the reinvention roadmap. So wanted to give you a bit of an overview on that before we move on. And so there's 6 steps, and these are from my experience, both my personal experience and my work with my clients. The steps almost everyone goes through. They're not necessarily linear, but at some point or another, you're going to go through that if you're on your reinvention journey. So step number 1 is what I call the baseline reset, and it's going from burnout to balance. And that step exists because a lot of my clients, when they come to me, they're in this fight or flight mode where their brain is basically surviving and not able to be creative, to be aware, to be genuine, and they're just not in the right energy. They're exhausted. So in this step, we go from exhausted to feeling energetic and empowered, and more balanced to tackle the rest of the journey. We talk about the basics. We talk about sleep, nutrition, exercise, nurturing the soul, doing the things that bring you joy, and different tools for getting there. Step number 2, reconnect and reclaim. That's where you reconnect with the person you truly are. That person that you may have, felt a little bit more distant from, but it is the essence of who you are. And, a lot of us, we used to be more confident, more proactive, more assertive, and then life happens. And we tend to kind of forget how that was. So that's the step where we actually remember and reconnect and reclaim all those parts of us that are very much there waiting to be rediscovered, right? They're beneath all the layers of conditioning. Step number 3, the alignment framework. This is where you anchor in your vision. This is where you define your core values, where you define your sense of purpose. You align with, what you want to bring to this world, your North Star, your why, however you want to call it, and you create a vision for yourself. And that's truly powerful because it gives you a sense of direction. Step number 4, the action accelerator. That's where you start finally taking some bold action, whether it's, massive steps or small steps. Actually, usually is small steps, right? But they build upon each other, and that's where you create momentum for yourself. You take consistent action, you steer your life confidently towards that vision you have. And, little steps every day, and I'm there to hold you accountable. Number 5, that's where we slay the saboteurs. And now that step especially can come up at any point on the reinvention journey. And this is where, when you start making progress, when you start, having a vision and start taking small steps towards that vision, that's when you start doubting yourself. That's when all those familiar voices, who are you to do this, or you're not good enough, or you're not whatever enough, that's when they show up the most and they're the strongest because they don't like change. They like the status quo. And that's a good sign. It means you're growing and you're evolving, and you can address those voices on your path and you can move forward with them. They're never going to go away, but you learn how to handle them much better than before. And step number 6, I call it uncaged and unstoppable. And that's where you make change stick. Now, in this step, you're ensuring that the free, the empowered, the reinvented version of you and your life is here to stay. And you create, whatever structures are necessary for that, whatever habits and systems and rituals, whatever it is that's going to make that progress sustainable. That's where you become unstoppable. So there you have it, the baseline reset, reconnect with your true self, the alignment framework, action and creating momentum, slaying the saboteurs, and becoming unstoppable and uncaged. I will see you again next time. Hope this is interesting for you. Let me know what you think below.